Hey, what's up? What's up, guys? Welcome to week 2 of Dad Awesome. This is your kind of content video for week 2. So last week's session 1 was about foundations. Man, how do we live fully alive as we lead our kids to God's awesomeness? So again, thriving, living fully alive, leadership at home, tour guides for our kids, our families towards Jesus. Okay, that was week 1. Week 2, we're calling Inside Out Dad Life. So this is looking back to November of 2018. We spent the whole month on the theme of Inside Out. So we're unpacking that this week. This is a big theme. And when we talk about inside out, we're talking about your heart. How's your heart? How's your soul? How's your thought life? What's going on inside us as dads? Because what's going on inside makes its way out into the life of our kids. And if we're married, our wife and our families, like what's going on in here does not stay in here. There's no way. We can only stuff for so long. It makes its way out. Our kids can tell when we've got turmoil inside. And here's the deal. All of us as dads, we've got baggage. We've got baggage. I'm 37 years old. There's things that's happened to me over my life that have caused hurt, and hurt people hurt people. So we need to talk about what's going on inside, guys. We got to talk about it. And that's what this theme is all about. Again, it's not all going to be accomplished tonight in the second week of Dad Awesome small group, but we got to get started here. So here's to set the stage. My dog Boomer, when he was 9 months old, he stopped eating. He started throwing up. We knew something was wrong. Midnight on a Saturday night, we took him into the vet, and he had eaten a rock, and it was stuck in his small intestines. Not good. Not good. Young married couple, my wife and I, had to make a midnight, like 2 a.m. decision on a Sunday morning. Do we spend $3,000 to surgically remove a rock from his intestine? Hard decision because we had saved for 2 years to buy him. Golden Doodle dogs are expensive dogs. We had built a kennel. We had paid for puppy classes. We'd done all the vet work. So I looked him in the eyes. I looked my dog right in the eyes and I said, Boomer, you're going to get one surgery. You get one surgery. And after this, we're not paying for a second surgery. It's amazing. With kids, you never have to have that turmoil because you spend anything. You spend everything for your kids medically. But a dog, you have to actually make the hard choice. Why am I telling you guys this story? Here's the deal. There was a blockage. When things are blocked, when it's not meant, the design of the body is you got to be a pass through. You eat food, you get it nutrients, you pass through, right? I've picked up a lot of dog poop in my 11 years. Boomer is still doing well. 11 years, he's almost 11 years old. He's only had one surgery. He's kept up his end of the bargain. But here's the deal. When there's something going on inside, it can kill him. If there's something going on inside of us as dads, it could kill us, okay? If we don't deal with it, it's gonna eventually kill us, and at least death in the area of our family, our kids. People that know us are gonna see that there's a slow death process if we don't deal with what's going on inside. That was a kind of a serious setup to this topic, but it's a big deal dealing with what's going on. Unforgiveness, shame, hurt, pain, sin, man, hurt people. So here's the deal. We all have baggage. Let's work on it as dads. Let's get in community. Let's work on it because the dividends, the rewards, if we invest now on what's going on inside, it's going to pay itself back for generations to come. So Hebrews 12, 1 through 3 is on your sheets, but it's this idea of, man, we need to throw off the things that hinder us, the sin that easily entangles us. That's the baggage. We got to throw it off. And then we got to run with perseverance this race marked out for us. Fix our eyes on Jesus. That's a big deal, is getting rid of the baggage so we can run with freedom. I also included a PDF. Actually, you guys will probably have it as a printout, contrasting the heart of a son versus the heart of an orphan or a slave. And here's the deal. We are either operating and living in freedom as sons of God. We're not trying to strive to earn love. We're sons of God. We're loved. We have his inheritance. It kind of goes through all the areas. Or we're operating as a slave or an orphan who's trying to earn love. And that's a big deal inside, is us as dads. If we're trying to earn love and we're trying to perform and succeed and strive versus the rest that comes with us just living as forgived sons of God. We're forgiven. We don't have to work to earn love. It's the prodigal son story, right? It's this idea of we don't have to earn it back and work as a slave. The Father's running to us. He's embracing us. He's saying, I want to throw a party for you. Does not matter what's in our past, what we've done or what has been done to us. We can walk in freedom, and we can live, and we can be dads who lead as sons of God who are forgiven and walk in freedom. So it's a big deal. There are several other verses I put on you guys' this sheet here. One of them that I love is Matthew 5:8. The Passion Translation says, "What bliss you experience when your heart is pure, for then your eyes will open to see more and more of God." Something again about the heart, man. We walk in, blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God, is the other way that verse goes. Like, and when our heart, when it's pure, when we're operating as forgiven sons of God, when we got stuff, if we're operating with freedom and peace internally, it brings breakthrough for wisdom and how we see God, and the ability to see where God's moving and directing. And us as dads, what if we had that? What if we had that? It's a game changer. And then there's a few other verses that I included here, but here's the big deal. Let's get into this conversation around what does it look like to walk in freedom? What does it look like to experience the peace that comes from forgiveness, from experiencing God's healing in the area of hurts, the area of man, I've done things that I'm ashamed of, and when I can bring those things to light and experience peace and forgiveness, that I'm moving in the direction of God's heart for me, and I can lead and I can love my kids from a place of peace and freedom and rest and hope and joy. Man, when we get what's going on inside right, which we're not looking for perfection, but when we just go through the process of healing and wholeness, man, our kids are going to see the difference. And some of us tonight are going to have our action step is to connect for coffee or breakfast, or go work out together with another dad, another friend. Might be a friend in the circle tonight, or a new friend, or a friend from a long time ago. And we're just going to talk about what's going on inside. That might be an action step. Another action step might be set up an appointment with a Christian counselor, a therapist. I've said this before in the podcast. My wife and I are over $6,000 of investment in professional Christian counseling for our marriage and for other areas of hurt and pain that we've walked through. And we are the biggest fans of spending money on Christian counseling. So that might be your action step. But let's just take a step in today. You don't have to bear everything today in small group, but let's take a step into this conversation about Inside Out Dad Life. And there are the 4 podcasts on this topic back from November if you want to go and do a little extra reading, digging in deeper in a couple books that we recommended. Such good books. I'll mention them. Kill the Spider by Carlos Whitaker, and then Spiritual Slavery to Sonship by Jack Frost are the 2 that we recommended. So, hey, love you guys. Thanks for joining us for week 2 of Dad Awesome Small Group.